December 10th, 2025. A Russian soldier trying to escape from a drone got stuck in the forest. Despite attempting various maneuvers to escape, he was unable to do so. A very interesting attack. While the Russian soldier stood completely motionless under the tree, he became the target of an FPV drone. This is the Lyman region, and it's like a dead end for Russian soldiers. Russian soldiers are stuck in this area and are constantly targeted by Ukrainian drones. Even in wooded areas, experienced drone pilots are determined not to let up on the Russian soldiers. Look closely at the soldiers trying to escape and desperately fighting against the drones. Each one is completely worn out. Most are trying to shoot down the drones, but hitting them accurately is nearly impossible. Perhaps they need to carry shotguns with them for this purpose. The soldier lunges forward to escape the kamikaze drone rapidly approaching him, but still cannot avoid being targeted. This time, there is a soldier who thinks he won't be detected by the drone by standing motionless under the tree. Look closely at the soldier sleeping in the trench. He spotted the drone, but was too late to escape. This is the Prosovsk region and a road used by Russian soldiers. Ukrainian forces that managed to infiltrate the area immediately attempted to locate Russian troops using a drone. After searching the area for a while, the drone soon spotted a lone Russian soldier walking by himself. The Russian soldier noticed the drone flying overhead, but what could he do in such terrain? After running a short distance, the soldier realized there was nowhere to escape. The drone quickly attacked, striking the Russian soldier from behind. 2 Russian soldiers were ambushed in a forest in the Donetsk region. The soldiers tried to hide, but were unable to conceal themselves. A Ukrainian FP-2 kamikaze UAV struck a location where Russian soldiers were present in the city of Reconnaissance, Kherson region. The Ukrainian drone strike unit, Signnum battalion, continues to target Russian infantry. The most active drone operators in the Lyman and Sumy regions are identifying Russian forces in the area one by one and forcing them to retreat. However, Russian soldiers keep returning to the area time and again, sharing the same fate. Russian forces have started using signal jammers, but Ukrainian forces are carrying out these attacks with fiber optic drones. Signal jammers are ineffective against these drones. Here, a Russian soldier is trying to stop it with his foot. While conducting a reconnaissance search with a fiber optic drone belonging to the Signnum battalion, a Russian military vehicle suddenly appears and immediately attacks. The attacked vehicle was most likely carrying ammunition because the vehicle, which had caught fire, exploded violently shortly thereafter. Ukrainian forces detected 2 Russian soldiers hiding under the bridge. With nowhere left to escape, the soldiers became targets for drones. 2 more unlucky Russian soldiers were spotted by an attack drone in open terrain. They tried to escape the drone by circling around a wrecked vehicle. However, neither soldier thought to fire at the drone. Both became targets of the drone. This time, a Russian soldier attempting to cross the river by swimming was spotted by Ukrainian forces in the Donetsk region. Soon, the soldier noticed the drone following him and, panicking and unsure what to do, continued swimming. Exhausted, the soldier swam a little further and decided to hide under a tree. The soldier waiting under the tree soon began to make another wrong decision. Drones launched their attack. By chance, the first drone strike did not hit the soldier, and the Russian soldier managed to escape the attack. However, the attack did not end there. The soldier, who did not know what to do and was completely panicked, tried to get out of the river, but failed. A second drone strike this time hit the soldier directly. A third drone strike then hit the seriously injured soldier. 3 soldiers from the Russian assault units were spotted by the 3rd Assault Brigade. Strangely, one Russian soldier was waving a white object indicating he was surrendering. However, this was merely a ruse. These soldiers had no intention of surrendering. Drones were immediately dispatched to launch an attack. The first drone to attack hit a tree and did not hit the soldiers. By sheer luck, the soldiers who had survived the first attack thanks to the tree continued to advance. However, they were still unaware that they were being tracked by reconnaissance drones. Before long, the second drone attack managed to target the soldier at the front. The drone landed right in front of the soldier and exploded, seriously injuring him. The other 2 soldiers looked at the wounded soldier for a while, then decided to leave him there and move on. But they were very calm. Was it because they were tired of it, or because they realized there was nowhere to run? The Russian soldiers who left their wounded comrades behind would soon share the same fate. After advancing a little further, the soldiers were now completely exhausted. While the reconnaissance drone was tracking them, a second drone had already begun approaching them for an attack. 2 soldiers tried to take cover under a tree. 3 Russian soldiers lost their lives in the latest attack. The Russian soldier never noticed the drone tracking him. Realizing he was exposed, he rushed toward a patch of bushes and slipped into a small depression in the ground to hide. But the Ukrainian FPV drone was already maneuvering into position. Hovering just above the tree line, it searched for the perfect angle of attack. The drone found the soldier lying in the shallow ditch, thinking it was safe, and waited for the right moment to carry out a precision strike. With a precise dive, it approached to attack, leaving the soldier nowhere to escape. So did the Russian soldier wait there because he gave up, or did he really think he was safe? The drone pilot spotted a motorcycle hidden deep in the forest. Sensing something unusual, he moved in closer to scan the area. It didn't take long before the drone uncovered a Russian soldier hiding behind a tree. The soldier tried to use the tree as cover against the incoming FPV drone, but it wasn't enough. With a sharp maneuver, the drone swung around and closed in, leaving him no chance to escape. It can be seen that the soldier is unarmed and is holding a tree branch to defend himself. In the Avdiivka region of Ukraine, Russian armored personnel carriers, namely BMP-2s, were advancing to deploy new troops to the area, but encountered Ukrainian defenses. A kamikaze drone struck the Russian armored vehicle with a high explosive charge. Bombs were even thrown at the armored vehicle, which could not be stopped due to its heavy armor. Attacks were carried out repeatedly. However, the extra armor on its outer shell protected it from constant attacks. But it wasn't enough. The vehicle, now unable to move, came to a halt, and Russian soldiers began to exit it. As soon as the exit hatch opened, an FPV drone attack occurred before all the Russian soldiers could exit. Only one Russian soldier managed to escape. The soldier trying to escape from the FPV drone trips and falls to the ground, becoming the drone's target. Russian forces attempted to cross the Bakhmutka River and reach the western part of the city of Siversk. Ukrainian drone operators began targeting Russian soldiers. These attacks in the city of Siversk, Donetsk region, indicate that Russian forces have made numerous military deployments to capture the area. Russian logistics vehicles were destroyed by Ukrainian forces. Russian forces prefer to use old vehicles on the front lines. The reason for this is that they are already losing their military vehicles on the front lines. They use these old vehicles on the front lines to avoid losing more modern military vehicles. The targets also included off-road vehicles, such as ATVs. These attacks in the Pokrovsk region show that Ukraine is still defending the area seriously. Look carefully, and you will see the soldier trying to hide behind the tree. Russian military camps in the region are being completely neutralized. As winter approaches, efforts are being made to prevent Russian troops from establishing new positions. Hundreds of drones destroyed 40 Russian military vehicles in just 1 week. These shots show kilometers of fiber optic cables from drones covering hundreds and hundreds of hectares of Ukrainian land. Just imagine the intensity of drone traffic. Every day, new routes are added here, along which FPVs fly. In addition, the fields are densely littered with drones that have lost connection and have not exploded. They lie there, ready for combat, waiting for any movement to detonate. Another attempt by Russians to gain a foothold in the basement of a high-rise building in northern Stepnogorsk. A MiG-29 fighter jet strikes the buildings with 2 AASM Hammer bombs. Stepnogorsk village, Zaporizhzhia region. Russian and Ukrainian forces are attacking each other with 2,000 drones per day. Currently, the biggest clashes on the front line are taking place in the Pokrovsk region. Although Russian forces recently claimed to have taken over the entire region, they are still defending it with a large number of troops. Ukrainian air forces are continuously attacking Russian logistics lines. Do you think Ukraine will be able to reclaim the territories it has lost? Or will Russian forces be forced to withdraw from Ukrainian territory? We look forward to your thoughts in the comments.